All right, so it is Wednesday, March 27th. It's 27th day of my detox. It is not even 5 a.m., so not exactly the most awake right now. Um, Anyways, so we're coming to the end of the month here. Trying to stay away from happy little coffee here, right? I don't know that it's worked that well, but a lot of other stuff has worked, so I'm actually able to keep that to one a day. Have a decent supply of tea. Seem able to um, avoid more coffees, really. The odd time, yes, but I didn't even have coffee yesterday until the afternoon, and then it was just one. Um, so it's been hard to really figure out what defines success for a detox here, right? If it's 100% abstinence from everything you're trying to do, then no, I failed. But the reality is what I wanted to do was change habits. So I've gone into detoxes before and they've been somewhat successful. Every time I've done it, though, something's tweaked and I've adjusted my diet or whatever it may be. So this time around, I think the one thing that may be sticking is the amount of money I do spend on these products. I've gone through now 26 plus days here, and sure, I wanted to stop. I've gone to Starbucks, I think, a handful of times. I think once for just because I had a massive headache, and that really seemed to work. It's pretty strong coffee. Um, Once when someone else paid for it, basically, and but none of the other places, not West of Java, not Artesiana, not Waves, not Delaney's, not Blends. Um, Longer I get away from them, the more I'm glad I did because I feel the same way after the same coffee or like a different, like McDonald's coffee, basically. Um, and then the treats, I already know this intuitively, anyways, but of course, in the moment it's hard. But the treats go right through you pretty much. Once you're done eating these things, they have that nice little moment of that tastes really good, and then you want more. So I'm really hoping that sticks. The like I said, the amount of money I save is just it's incredible. Um, so this one was what large coffee today, which is unusual. That's the first large one I've had this month. Oh boy, $2.10. Normally at 175. So one a day. That's something I could manage. We're basically then talking about $50 a month on coffee, and that's not bad. 350 versus $50. So I think of all these things, as I kind of look at what's worked and what hasn't, one thing that's worked is staying away from spending a lot of money on these kinds of things. It's forced me to, take a closer look, and sometimes just if I don't know what I'm doing, just go home and whatever, maybe start making food or whatever. So the other good thing is pretty soon the weather gets better. I'll be out more. I like to hike. I like to bike ride. So I'm hoping to include more of those things to sort of fill the time. Then we have to sort of lead back into the fall. So maybe I guess I'd originally planned on taking another job, just a few hours, maybe like an extra shift a week, just to pay for a course starting in the fall. So depending on how things go, I may actually be able to do that without having to work, right? Because if I'm saving this much money, and yeah, I'll put some money towards other things, but it's conceivable I could actually pay for a course just with the extra money I save from coffee. So we'll see how I feel as we get closer to the fall if I really want to do that. But um, anyways, it's like I said, it's been fairly successful, and I've been pretty happy with it. So so we'll see how we do in the last few days here. Wife and I are going out on Friday, so I just have to watch myself that night and not really celebrate too early. My daughter and I are going to go out Friday morning, and the place where we normally go for breakfast has a fair amount of bread products, so I'm going to try and lean away from that. And if we end up going there, then just be a bit more picky. So I think that's one thing I'm hoping that's kind of sticking. So we'll see. I really kind of want to pull some of this into April, and then we'll kind of go from there and see how it goes. All right, that's it for today.